I developed and published this filter on TikTok and people worldwide used it. In this video, I even reached the top 5% of filter creators. But how much does this actually pay? Like content creators, filter creators are paid based on how often their filters are used. And when you see that on the official TikTok filter developers Discord, there are almost 600,000 members. It means it's really working well. It's so important for TikTok that they've created an entire ecosystem behind it. There's official software, a badge system, rankings, and even weekly contests that also bring in money. Is it easy money? We'll test this by creating and publishing 5 filters with different concepts. Video filters can be found just about everywhere now. Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, or even WhatsApp, for example. And yet the interesting thing is that there's no universal software that lets you develop a filter and publish it everywhere. Each social network has created its own software. Lens Studio for Snapchat, Effect House for TikTok, and Metaspark for Instagram. Well, the last one in this case was officially shut down by Meta exactly a year ago on January 14th. They also removed all community-made filters from their platform, making themselves the only creators. This marks a major shift in philosophy. We'll focus on TikTok, specifically Effect House, as it's the highest paying social network. Log into your TikTok account. This is important because when you publish a filter, it appears directly on your TikTok profile in a separate tab from videos. And honestly, it's going to look really cool to see them here. I can't wait. And now we can already start creating our first filter, and you'll see the way it's designed is super intuitive. Anyone can make something without knowing how to code, and that's exactly what they're looking for. In under 30 seconds, you'll see how it works. This is my creation interface, where I can preview my filter live. It uses the webcam, or you can upload a short video of yourself as a filter model. So if I'm working at 4 AM with dark circles, you won't notice. I can also access different effect blocks at the top. These are pre-built effects you can use by dragging them. When I hover over one, I see its effect. For example, here's the hair eraser block. And to test it, I just have to add it to this last panel, the editor. It's a visual editor. Basically, you code by placing blocks and connecting them together. So I won't go into detail when I make the filters because that's not the most fun part. But here, I'll show you 3 example blocks to help you understand. If you know Scratch, it's the same idea. There are plenty of blocks for conditions, effects, calculations, and so on. This block here is a condition block. It's my entry point, and it's the facial expression detector block. This block continually analyzes my facial expressions. When set to happy, if I smile, it activates the next block and a small indicator lights up. It's funny because you don't need to code everything. It's just a logic block. The next block activates an effect, and the last one is the remove hair effect block we just added. It's that simple. I enjoy duplicating this, so if I'm surprised, I go bald, and if not, my hair returns. Here's how it looked, but keep in mind it's just a lame example. We'll tackle things 10 times more complex and interesting later. Seeing this, I think we'll have fun. One last thing, I use this AI block just to play around. Here, if I activate it, it's supposed to add a subscribe button on my head by making a request to AI. Yeah, well, if you compare to the real subscribe button just below the video, it's not quite the same. By the way, don't hesitate to click on it. Anyway, I won't go into details. There are plenty of useful blocks for things like camera control, 2D scenes, or augmented reality. It's truly a game engine. To prove it, I'll try making a game filter before the video ends. If it seems easy, it's because TikTok has coded complex technology behind these blocks to make them work for you. The face mesh is the technology that allows you to detect emotions, modify the face, or for example, track your forehead to put an image on it. Actually, when you launch a filter, TikTok scans your face in real time. It overlays an invisible mesh with hundreds of reference points, including ones for the eye's outline and the nose tip. Behind the scenes, TikTok detects a smile by measuring the distance between mouth corners. If these points rise and move apart, it signals a smile. Alright, we'll start by creating a really simple filter, and we'll gradually increase the complexity. Basically, the idea here is mainly to see if it's hard to get a filter approved. My first filter is about transforming the person into a woman and being able to change hairstyles by tapping on the screen. The first thing I'm going to do is add a bald block to make the person bald. And then, the goal is to add new hair instead. For that, it's really simple. You can get accessories from the asset library. There's a library with lots of free and accessible assets. It's a real character editor, like in a video game. There are stickers, accessories, facial expressions, and there's even makeup. It's perfect for us, but what interests me the most are the hairstyles. Let's take this one for example, and there you go. I told you this filter is going to be easy to make. Here, I'm going to add an array block that will contain 7 different hairstyle textures. All that's left is to choose 7 different hairstyles, and finally, I'll add a screen tap block. Detect when the user taps the screen. Randomly apply a texture from 1 to 7. Here's how it looks with makeup and hairstyles. It's a bit unusual. Honestly, it's funny. People might be surprised if I make a video about this. It's unusual, but this simple filter will get me a lot of views. You'll see. To publish on TikTok, click here. Choose a filter name and add an icon. I took a square photo of myself, imported it, and the filter was automatically applied. Basically, for context, the icon is what will appear here in the TikTok filter library. And that's it. I'll keep you updated as soon as it's approved if it is. Alright, it's 15 hours later and the filter has been approved. So, if I go to my profile, that's so cool, I have my first filter. Right now, there are 0 videos, that's normal. It takes time for the gallery to feature my filter. To boost things, I'll make a first video with my filter and post it. Not sure if it'll work, but people might be surprised to see me like this. V, you just coded your first TikTok filter. We'll come back later to check the number of views and how many times the filter has been used. In the meantime, we're going to create our second filter, which I have much higher hopes for, especially since it has an even better chance of making us money. It's for a TikTok contest, you'll see. You can also earn money by joining the official filter contest, where you create themed filters. If your filter performs well, you can win prizes. The goal for TikTok is to ride the trends, the seasons, and the types of filters that work, the ones that keep people on their platform. As I'm recording this video, it's Christmas, it's the 24th, and there's actually this contest that interests me, Create Holiday Magic. It ends on January 1st. So there are contests that promise more than $10,000. This one in particular only promises $800. It's split in 7 ways depending on the winners, so I'm thinking I might have a better chance of winning. Because the big filter creators won't waste their time on it. If I finish my filter today, it'll come out tomorrow afternoon, December 25th. That's when people will have received their Christmas gifts, and potentially they'll talk about it on TikTok. We're going to make a game on this theme. I'm joining a trend of making tier list filters, like this example. Something random appears above your head, and you rank it from 1 to 10 on the left, based on your preference. But the thing is, you don't know what's coming next, and you can't pick the same number twice. It's really popular right now, so obviously I'm going to do the same thing, but with a Christmas gift version. With some really original gifts to get people talking. I have to finish today, so we're going to cheat a little. We'll start with a template. The type of filter I described is so well known that there are templates available on Effect House, and you can duplicate them. That's it. I've already had fun customizing the little boxes to create a Christmas version. That gives you little gifts like this. Then you need to find 10 gifts, add a photo, and put a title. So there you go. There's a bit of everything. There's an iPhone, a Scorpio box set for those who get the reference, and reusable toilet paper. Yes, that exists. So, I tried to find things that will get a reaction or make people laugh to get some engagement and hopefully make my filter go viral, and this time if I publish the filter, we have to make sure to specify that we're entering the Christmas contest. There you go. Well listen guys, my filter was approved on December 25th. It's a success, for now, so I took advantage of it and filmed a TikTok right away. And actually, like a real schemer, I purposely made a TikTok that's 1 minute and 1 second long. You probably know this, but once a video is over a minute, TikTok pays for the videos. It's just a bonus, but we'll see at the end how much money the video made and we'll add that to the pot. It's posted. By the way, let's revisit my first video since it blew up. Almost 200,000 views and 200 comments, we nailed it. How much do TikTok filters earn? You know me. Also, some people are already using my filter. You were really inspired. Before we go to the third, I want to share a small win. We got the bronze badge. Honestly, you get it just by publishing a filter, so it's not difficult. For this third filter, we're trying a new mechanic, a filter for creatives. I'll speed up now because once these filters are done, I'll test some techniques to make them go viral. For this one, I'll let you figure out the concept of the filter with this little time-lapse you're seeing right now. It's a time-lapse of the development, just to give you an idea. This one took about 1 hour and 20 minutes to develop. I think you can quickly see that this is a filter for drawing. You can change the color and the size of the brush, but most importantly, you can draw in augmented reality. Look, if I draw here and then move the camera, I can draw somewhere else and come back to what I did at the beginning. Basically, it tracks my drawing relative to the world around me. Alright, here we go. We define an icon with my face as usual. It looks pretty egotistical, but at least people know these are my filters. And there you go, it's posted. For the next filter, we're going to try something different again. I'm going to make a filter that shows your favorite YouTuber. Now, I'm not inventing this. There are already filters that do that. But actually, every time, they only include 10 or 15 YouTubers, and they only put the most famous ones. So every time you end up with Squeezy, Cyprian, or Thibaut InShape, for example, I want there to be about 100 YouTubers so you can get more niche YouTubers. Basically, my idea is that if someone uses my filter, and they come across a YouTuber who might not usually get tagged on TikTok, maybe they'll respond or even repost the video. It creates engagement, stats, all that. Maybe I'm going too far, but I think the idea is interesting. Now, the most annoying part about making this filter isn't coding it, it's gathering the YouTubers. I had fun creating a script that automates the search for YouTubers. It grabs their profile pictures using the YouTube API, it adds a black banner underneath, and it writes their username. Thanks to that, I got a really big database of YouTuber photos. Like him or him. Well, yeah, of course. And then we publish it, before creating our very last filter, which will be a game. I need to give you a little update about the video I posted of the second filter, because it went up to 76,000 views. That's pretty cool, but I checked the earnings. 76,000 views on TikTok is $4. That was just a bonus, but you can't rely on videos to get rich. Most of all, I enjoy seeing people use my filter. It's really satisfying and pretty funny. People from other countries used my filter, which frustrates me since they can't read the text. Still, it's satisfying knowing they're using the images. When you publish a filter, there are no geographical barriers. The filter can potentially be recommended in every country in the world, even if you have an account with a French community. I promised you, we're going to make a little game. This time, I'm going to take inspiration from this kind of filter that I've seen a lot on my feed. It's a 3D world where you control a Minecraft character who moves forward continuously. You have to avoid falling into the void or hitting obstacles. That's it. The addictive part is that it's usually very hard, so viewers keep watching to see the TikToker succeed. Some of them will even try the filter themselves to see if they can do better than him. To add some value, I'm simply going to change the art direction. It won't be Minecraft, it'll be Roblox. Here's what the code looks like behind the scenes. I'll show you quickly because it's a bit of a mess. Actually, this part is interesting to show you. It's the scene, because just like a real game engine like Unity, we have a real scene. To place 3D objects and create a real playground with physics, etc. Honestly, the filter is really hard, and it's especially hard because it's buggy. I'll be honest with you. It's poorly made and you die easily, often without a logical reason. Still, it's doable. With this, I now have 5 filters on my profile. Before I show the result, I'll try 2 quick techniques to boost my stats. The first technique is the most obvious one. It's what I've done every time, even if I didn't always show it. It's filming a TikTok every time I release a filter. Now, the second technique is also pretty obvious. It's making an announcement to my community. There are 16,000 members on my Discord server. We'll have fun explaining the project and promoting my filters, though people might be too lazy to post a video showing their face. I also have one last trick up my sleeve, contacting popular TikTokers to use my filters. I'm certain top filter creators also partner with well-known TikTokers to have them try new filters regularly. There's a YouTuber who gets insane stats, especially with short-form content. I know one. Hi everyone, hello! You're my short-form expert in this video. I need you. Oh, let's go, just to give people some context. You, in short-form content like shorts and TikTok?
It's only shorts that should get the most, and between 120 million and 150 million.
That's insane. I developed filters on TikTok and I need TikTokers to use them so that people see the filters and maybe use them themselves. Me?
There's no problem, man. I've got ideas, you know. It's gonna be funny. This filter will show my favorite YouTuber. Let's see who it is. It's Awen. No way. How does it know? Awen. Awen.
And now, what interests us is the stats we got. Well, it's been 2 weeks since I published my first filter, and now I can show you the statistics. But first, I need to explain a bit how monetization works. As a filter developer, you have 3 ways to make money. The first way is to participate in contests like we did. For example, in these 3 contests, the top 10 filters each win $1,000. The second way is to create filters for brands. TikTok is currently working on a marketplace that will connect filter developers with brands that want to create branded filters. There's this filter I can mention from Brez. The idea was to rank your favorite Brez chip flavors, which worked very well and served as free advertising for Brez. This trend is continuing to grow. I run Sandbox Studio, a company that creates advertising games for brands on platforms like Roblox and Minecraft. Due to growing demand, we've made this an official service. We are able to create filters for brands on Snapchat and TikTok, and that's actually what gave me the idea to make this video. And finally, the last method is obviously payment based on the number of videos. The problem with this method is that your filter has to reach a certain threshold. This table, depending on the type of filter you make, tells you the number of videos required to unlock monetization. To be honest, it's really not bad. It's not easy to get monetized. You should create many filters and hope some go viral. Like YouTube, you'll be paid based on RPM or revenue per 1,000 videos, which can vary greatly. For example, this is a screenshot I found on the official developers Discord. You can see that this person had an RPM of $1 on their first filter and an RPM of $11 on their second. They earned $773 for 70,000 videos, so, to give you an idea, I averaged all the numbers I saw on the Discord, and that gave me this table. Take this with a grain of salt, but it shows what you might earn. For 99% of developers, it's not profitable. If we check my filters, you can see who used them. It's always funny to see. Basically, 60% of the people who used my filters aren't French. That's crazy. This guy even filmed himself in a strawberry field. Like, what the heck? It's so random. Spoiler alert, here's the table that sums up the number of views, uses, and videos published with my filters, and honestly, I'm a bit ashamed. It's a complete failure. The stats are pretty bad. I didn't win the Christmas contest, and I didn't unlock monetization. And yet, despite these stats, I'm in the top 5% of effect creators. So, sorry for these stats, but at least the cool thing is that you'll be able to have fun with my filters. They're available on my TikTok profile. I'll put the link in the description, just below the link to take advantage of the legal place offer. If one of the filters goes viral, I promise I'll make a short to talk about it. And with that, this is Awen. Bye.